So hello everyone and welcome back to the Deercast. A huge apologies to you all that there hasn't been that much deer stalking footage out on the channel for a while. It's for a couple of different reasons. The first one is we don't tend to be out much in the summer because we don't have very many roebucks to cull. Where we are, the majority of our sort of deer related work is muntjac and fallow. So with the fallow season ending at the end of April and the cover being so high, we tend not to go out much during the summer because cover's too high to see the muntjac. We don't have many roebuck to cull, and fallow obviously aren't in season. That said, we have been out a couple of times, and no offence to you guys, but it's been quite nice not having to worry about camera equipment and videoing and doing intros and outros and all the rest of it. We've just kind of cracked on with the sort of handful of roebucks we've done in a very kind of purist way without any camera equipment, etc., which I do apologise for because I'm sure you guys would have wanted to come along for the journey. That said, we are first week of July. The farm we're going to has done quite a lot of hay making, and so there are quite a few sort of short grass fields, and there are quite a lot of muntjac on this farm. There are a few roe. I mean, this farm has got an enormous fallow population that we've been hammering away at for a couple of years now, but there are two little pockets of roe, and we haven't shot any roe on this farm for 2 or 3 years, and over the winter did notice the roe numbers are starting to get a little bit sort of at their top end, shall we say. So if there is a really poor quality roebuck, we might take one, because I think I saw sort of 3 or 4 of them kicking around in the fallow season, so in one particular area. So there's plenty of them to go around, but ideally we're hoping to find a muntjac or 2 and bring those back for the pot. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can find something for you on this glorious evening. Apologies if the noise quality isn't great. It's currently sort of 25 degrees, so I've got the aircon absolutely hammering away. It feels a bit strange doing one of these in the daylight and heading out in the evening, because the vast majority of my fallow culling is done in sort of winter mornings. I tend to prefer mornings to evenings, but we'll see what it's like. Be better than sat in front of the sofa, or sat on the sofa in front of the telly. So anyway, see how we get on. So typically, just arrived on site, there is an enormous group of fallow out grazing, but there is a little muntjac on the outskirts of the group, so we're going to get cracking and see if we can't get into that. So in typical fashion, I pressed record on the GoPro and it crashed. So it has missed us shooting a muntjac doe just down on this fence line here. So when we first turned up, we drove along there and could see a mob of fallow stood out here, and there was a muntjac doe down at the bottom there, and I'm pretty sure she's, as we stalked in, she moved in off to that fence line there. We got in to about 140 metres. Luckily, with all this cover behind, we're not sort of silhouetted. She didn't know we were here. I managed to just kind of creep in. I was about as close as I could get, because the fallow that were here we bumped and they'd gone into that tree line, and the more spooky they got, the more likely I thought it was the muntjac would trigger. So I managed to get 140 metres away and just taken her off the sticks. So I left the dog tied up just about there, so we're going to go and grab her, and then we'll go and get our muntjac. Given that I didn't get that one on film and it's still pretty early doors, we're going to crack on and see if we can't get another one, and see if we can't get it on film for you. So our muntjac should be just... oh, she is. There we go. So we were stood just up there, having sort of stalked round to here and took the shot part way down this bank. As I said, about sort of 140, 150 metres away, through part of the neck there, and out the front of the head there. Well, to be fair, sorry, actually that is exit. Went in through the front of the head, because whilst I was up there, as any muntjac can do, she was sort of scuttling in amongst here, so I had to whistle to get her to look back that way at me. So then took her through the head. But nice big bodied muntjac doe. Should be perfect for the old barbecue. So let's go and see if we can't find another one. we definitely got that one on camera. Dog is absolutely losing her mind. We were stalking a fair way off and actually ended up bumping a fox that ran basically down and round a piece of woodland that we were walking parallel to. And as he's come round, he's bumped this muntjac that's been barking at us. So when we were down there, we could hear it barking. And I thought, well, let's stalk into it because it's not us that's bumped it, it's the fox. And I don't know, we've got to within 10 metres of it. And I had one of those kind of moments where it saw us, I saw it. And I thought, if I don't get on the sticks quickly and take my opportunity, it's going to bolt. Amazingly, I think it thought it was probably hidden, so it stood steady. We managed to shoot it. Went for, because at this range the bullet will hit high, so aimed top of the neck, but it may well have hit it in the head. It's literally dropped straight there, I can see it. So let's go in and find it. Balls are going to get to you then. So here's our second muntjac, just dragged her out from in there. As I said, we were literally stood on this track and she was, I don't know, 10 metres in there. What had happened was we had originally walked down this top track here, going down there. We'd bumped a fox there. He had run down through this bit of wood, up, across the track and gone in there, and clearly annoyed this muntjac. Fox carried on going down there, but she stood there barking at him the whole time. So I kind of basically followed the same route as the fox really, and that came round to here, stalked in quietly until we got to about here and could see her in there and managed to get a shot at her. Bullet hasn't actually gone as high as I was expecting. It's gone a little bit higher than I was aiming. It sort of just clipped the bottom of the chin, but completely knackered the whole spinal column. So perfect really, another nice muntjac for the barbecue. I'm glad to have got that one on film. I've got to apologise to the GoPro. GoPro didn't crash the first time. I'd fiddled with the settings and the quick record button on the top was turned off, so I've amended that. We're going to get this one and the other one back to the truck, where we've got something pretty exciting to show you actually. It's a little prototype we've been sent by one of our lovely watchers, subscribers. But there is one other place we're going to check on the way back where there might be a couple of muntjac as well, see if we can't make it a hat trick. So fingers crossed. So it's not all about pulling the trigger. We were heading back towards the truck. I could see a roebuck moving down along this hedge line. He's still there, stood there looking at us. It's pretty unusual to see a roe on this farm because of the fallow numbers, to be honest. I initially thought he had a really small poor head on him because he was sort of quite obscured by all these different hedge plants. But as we've got closer, and then especially when I've got him in the scope, he actually looks like a really nice for this area, decent roebuck. It's a real shame I can't get a closer image for you, but he's just stood there having a lovely time. He knows we're here now, ever since I sort of started talking, but nice to see. And I think on that note, we're going to go and grab the truck and clear up these two muntjac. We'll leave this guy in peace. So I got a bit distracted with that roebuck, which meant that I didn't actually get a chance to show you the little prototype we have been sent by one of our podcast subscribers. I'll include a little photo of it, but it does mean we're going to have to do a separate video on it for you and leave you in a little bit of suspense. But in brief, it is a suspended growler system capable of taking some fairly big fallow, not that I've tested it yet, but by the looks of things, and in terms of its weight rating, and it attaches to your tow bar hitch using a sort of adapter is probably the best way of describing it, but I'm not going to continue trying to talk about it whilst driving along this track. So there you have it, folks. Two muntjac does culled successfully and back in the Landig. You can probably tell from behind me the larder's had a little bit of a spruce, and there's also some more kit and equipment arriving for it thanks to Game Larder by Tarrant Refrigeration. So we're looking forward to getting that all installed and all the rest of it. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and we'll bring you two further videos, one showing our new suspended growler stand and the next one showing what we've done to the larder and also all the new kit and equipment that is arriving. So stay tuned for more, and thanks very much for watching.